bright glow of the dawn, I see myself.
Thank you for the donation.
Bringing in a new day.
It's nice, I'm in shorts, but the shade, I gotta chill. My back hurts.
Don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, you're left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a room full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We got pretend plus homeschool. Our babies is a must. They not just no moms, but also no pops. Spola, worshiping pedophiles. Wanna feed out children's spirits to robots. All of us from carbon base to silicone base should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Barter system, irrigation, and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I some pastor or preacher? Was released from prison with this passion to speak up. After doing 25 years in the beach cups. Realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this beat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? Where we should all be so excited.
I better see you all laughing, because right now I'm in pain.
I equate it to like the Golem bringing in like these robots.
I'm work a little bit. Hopefully my feet don't get too cold, but
learn us in every tiny detail.
Hopefully I don't aggravate and make it worse.
To actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
It's my back. Back is strong, but it's surgeries. Should have never had, probably. I didn't know at the time. I was still putting a little faith into medicine, well, these doctors. Even though Dr. Lakeith, good doctor. I probably shouldn't have. I've been looking at, I got about 5 tabs open, looking at the injury with my back, my wrists, my knees and everything, from that bomb and everything, the accident. And with the proper diet, and they say proper, and with no fluoride and no chemicals, right? And in a room, a charming room, it's called. I want to build one, but a charming room with the right quartz and things that make the right sounds, and with the right women who are healers, you can regenerate teeth, bone. I'm not here to talk about that. So I've been looking at these things. But I embrace the pain because I've been embracing pain all my life, like real pain. Like I said, I walk around every day, and I know some of you go, oh no, don't do that. I walk around every day in pain, literally. I'm serious. I don't have no cartilage between my toes that can regenerate, so I'm doing my best with this messed up diet the world has. My mental, that's what y'all call it. And I keep pushing forward. And there are days when it feels 1,000%. Then there are days the slightest move, or not major, but like I say, there are things that happen in this world, jobs, this and other, that you're employed or you partake in. I could have been white collar easily. I prefer to be out there, like my ass, like busy, involved, hands on. But you need to know when to say no. When you need two other people to do a job and you're doing it by yourself. I used to literally, the Vulcan cannon, the Vulcan 20 Mike cannon in the F-18. I used to use a ladder and set up, remove the panels, put the crank, and put everything up on top, get the ATs to come out, open and pull the radar out. I used to go up and put the rails, break the safety ties, make sure the beryllium, you have to use a glove, beryllium, one little piece, you're through. Get everything locked, cinched up right, do all the checks, go through all the papers. This is a 3-man, it could be a 2-man, 3-man job. I was doing it by myself because we were so undermanned. Then I would get the cart, the rack, to bring the Vulcan cannon and the drum and lower it down into it, climbing up and down, up, tension on the cable, up and down, PSE and GSE equipment that has to be, that thing is heavy. And I used to take it down and I used to install it by myself. That big cannon on the F-18s, shoots out the front and 3-hole, that 20 Mike, 2 times 250 rounds. I, by myself, used to install and uninstall. Hundreds of times. I used to load AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles that take 3 people, and I used to load them by myself. Literally go over to the Christmas tree, grab the AIM-9, put it on my chest, look at where the rails are, the opening. I would literally hype it on this shoulder, slide my hand down to grab with a thing for the infrared, passive, whatever. Get it up into the slide hole in the front. You release a set screw, slide it in, not lock, you can't. I'm gonna sit there. Slide it in, get it up under my hand, put my other hand up under the Sidewinder, slide it up, look at the rails in the groove, turn it in, and slam it. Bam! And people watching, I've done that so many times. Do you know how much an AIM-9 Sidewinder weighs? Let me see. I know I really did. If Derek Walker, Ricky Carlisle, any of the guys that serve with me, they'll tell you. It weighed 190 pounds. I told you I was a power lifter. If Derek Walker, if you look at, tell him about we used to take 275 and 315 and shoulder press it behind our heads. I mean, we were taking all kind of BCAs and Olsen, Joe Olsen, if you ain't here, I know y'all come and watch, brothers. Tell them. Hey, what's going on, Indigo Turtle? Tell them. AIM-9 Sidewinder, I used to load by myself on the side of an F-18. Now, the A7 was a little harder because it was down on the side. So there's no way, unless you're going to hold it, and, and you're going to break your back. But I loaded not on the flip, not on the ejector racks or with the Blue 32s, none of that. None of that. None of that. MERS are vertical ejector racks. MERS are multiple ejector racks. I used to load I'll show you a picture. AIM-9 Sidewinder on the F-18. It was about 186, 190 pounds. I'm not lying, y'all. God damn. Okay, here we go. Okay. Maybe you can see it, I don't know. So the aim, excuse me, for those that are, excuse me, this is how it was loaded. The 3 people on the side of the wing, on the, all right, the very tip of the, that dang, man, this is crazy, man. And here you have 3 individuals doing the checks. I used to literally load that illegal by myself. So Derek Walker, Ricky Carlisle, Lauderdale J, Joel Osteen, all y'all brothers who y'all come over and check my videos, you know they would chime in if I was lying. And they used to look at me like, what is wrong with you, man? We got to get this stuff loaded. We got a deadline as a supervisor. We got a deadline to beat, Yeah. I was tearing myself up unknowingly, but getting the job done, that's what it was all about, right? I called it taking responsibility, and all I was doing was probably killing myself. And they saw me on the flight deck. People would walk down the chow line. That was incredible. How many did you load? We saw you load 3. Did you keep going? Blah, blah, blah. I just call people who work under me or with me, like in the military, supervisor, when I was an AO shop. And like Chief Dupree, on Coaxum Koenig, that's, anyway, that, anyway, eating boxed lunches, we have the chicken and the bread, white bread, banana apple, soda, a sandwich, a lot of times turkey, ham, some processed crap with cheese, cookies, a cake. We used to, I know you're gonna be like, ew. We used to take, and boiled eggs, 2 boiled eggs. We used to take everything. The chicken, pull it off the bone, the cake, the cookie, whatever you got, the turkey, the ham, the cheese, and we put everything on the bread because that's how fast we had to eat to get back up on the roof. I'm serious. We used to have a big see-through bag with all these white box lunches for everybody in the different shops. And one guy would run down to get it because we didn't have time to eat regular chow. And we used to put everything on one sandwich and literally eat it. And then we had our own getup where we sold cakes and cookies and sodas. So we actually, in our shop in the corner, wasn't an ordinary shop, like not up in the deck shop, because you can't fit up there. We had pallets because we sold sodas out of getup for the squadron, for the shop. And we grab a Mountain Dew, a Coke, Sprite, ginger ale, root beer. I mean, we literally had thousands upon thousands of sodas, cakes, all kind of crap. And then, after 12, 14, sometimes 16-hour day, depending on if you got watching stuff, go to the gym and work out for an hour, 2 hours, take a shower. Some people play cards, watch TV. I would write letters, write poems, and draw things for people, and get in my coffin and go to sleep. That's what it was called, a coffin. If the ship goes down, they lock everything, and that's pretty much where you'll be at in the ocean if they come to retrieve anything. It's 6 people in a coffin. I slept right up under catapult. I slept right up under catapult 2. No, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 1 or 2. I think catapult 1. I slept right up under that catapult. And we always slept in the very forward with the chains were. Them big ass chains. That's where we had our squadron command meetings. big stockless anchors hanging on the side of the ships, we be in the folk with those big chains. And you can see where the thing is, when they hit the thing, they're not put a chain when we moor, you know, in. But yeah, I used to load the Sidewinder AIM-9 by myself. I'm about 60, right? So go back and look at, try and envision me at 20, 24, you know, between 20 and 27. I was a big son of a being, bro. And it's not about the size. I was Buckeye strong. Strength will go nowhere, but you get injuries, you know. I didn't wear back brace, weight support. I didn't none of that. But then when the accident happened and my back went out and all that, my knee got jacked up, wrist. I think I was down for 1 day, light duty, and then you know they give you Motrin and whatever else. I had light duty for 2 days. I know I had to go down to the infirmary. I mean, and you know, and I had to sit in the big tank with the world thing and the cold water ice and all that, the heat, and then the liniment, whatever that stuff they use. Liniment would have worked better, but I didn't want to deny. So Chinese motherfucker from California would send it off like they was going to do it with these Hindu. Excuse my language. My knee and everything messed up. So we don't see nothing wrong. Taking an X-ray, knowing in the records, you know, I got, and that's why I say they better leave me alone. I don't care what they bomb, blow up. They can air bomb a nuke. They better make sure it doesn't come over. That's all I got to say to that. Anyway, how y'all doing? I want to read a little something real quick, and I want to talk about people ask me questions about. I don't talk about. I don't care about. Okay, it's not my focus. Doesn't mean it's not your focus, but it's not my focus because I made a statement about it, but I would advise every time something's made to research it. Well, let me read this out of the Power of Now, God, the spiritual enlightenment, which is, and right now I'm in pain. I'm always, but this was kind of bad. And a lot of times you would think that I would just stop. I wake up furious every day. Rage. I ain't talking about like running cold hurts. That's just stupid. Because I know things, and I don't want to know. You know what I mean? But I have no other choice. This is what it is. I'm not here to convince, prove, make believe, whatever. No, it's just like that. So anyway, realizing pure consciousness, is presence the same as being? We went through this, right? When we talked about when you become conscious of being, what is really happening is that being becomes conscious of itself. You don't, nobody could tell you. Remember, you're here. I know that we're reading PDF, you projected you know, on the, that is not a projection up there, y'all. That's frigging real, regardless of how you feel. Whether you're inversion or not, that's real. It's very real. Okay? So don't start buying in all the hype, because all you're doing is in a reverse osmosis kind of way, still giving energy based on the metaverse, AI, blah, blah, blah. First thing they hit you with was the fact that it was being mentioned. Okay? Zuckerberg looking like some lizard snake, now all of a sudden running around with red curly hair, riding on jet skis, laughing and joking. You want to know that message that was passed around through all those presidents when Jimmy Carter wasn't looking like this? All right, that was saying we're all aboard. Everything is kicking off. And you listen to these idiots, these whatever they may be. Oh yeah, they just got warned. They're going to have a tribunal. They're going to be summarily court-martialed, or they're going to be. Stop listening to these individuals. Anyway, again, last night it took my breath away for like a hot minute. Like, that's how tight my back got. Anyway, that's presence. Since being consciousness and life are synonymous, one and the same, which they had to divide, give you a fake religion. We could say that presence means consciousness becoming conscious of itself. Wouldn't that already be the mainstay? Another thing, no, I don't believe in God. Do I believe in something? I don't believe in nothing. I know there's something. I can't allude to it. It's not my place. They gave you what they needed you to have, and you hold on to it with a death grip. You don't even hold on to your own character and your own truth. You hold on to everything they gave you. And ergo, the reason why you're in the state you're in. And a lot of you are not going to let go of it. Well, y'all, because you're always going to look for something to fill that void. Like let there be a void. Don't you think that the creator of creation or creation of his creator or whatever it may be? I mean, think about it. Think about this. And God said, let there be light. But first he said, let's create heaven and heck, right? What the hell you got to create hell for? But if he says, out of nothing, let's create something, well, who created God? Was it a consciousness? Was it sublime? See, they never give you a response and answer because they need you to feed them. Is that being dismissive? Of course. Heck yeah, it's being dismissive of everything they gave you. Is it in line with the truth? Relevant to who? We have more information that can bind you to your own truth if you would just pay attention to at least about 50 books. It's all spread up. It's a puzzle. Why do you think they created puzzles? Who remembers the first person who created the first puzzle? And what was the dynamic of it? And what was it for? Right? Puzzles were created for monkeys, right? Not the one in Japan that they experimented and made this, who they call Steve, half human, half... Anyway, right? Because these things are not new. Why is it that the consortium has to be religion, as if that's the way you're supposed to walk? When you were further enlightened, you were at the lowest of your existence. And they've only found ways to bring you down. I mean, think about this. This is not... I've studied medicine, so I can say this. What virus? How do you cure something that didn't exist not too long ago by taking and creating a virus, putting it somewhere it don't belong, and adding a whole lot of chemicals? Let's go back to reading. I don't want to get caught up in that. I just wonder how y'all think. Somebody I had mentioned this to somebody, and they had found something. They sent it to me. You know me, I'm always, if you send me something, I'm look at it. And I'm like, okay, you found something that's relevant to what. I said, why don't you look, like, pay attention to yourself, right? Let me just go over here. Don't get attached to any one word. Now, this is the Christ, the reality of your divine presence. Don't get attached to any one word. Please don't. Because then we want to blame everybody if something don't work because you don't know how to work it. Because you haven't really been attentive and paid attention. You haven't really applied it. Okay, I watch these two brothers apply things every day. Even when I'm in my worst shape, I still want to crack a joke. It's not their business or place to be concerned or not be concerned. I've informed everybody of my whatever. And the fact that I always fight through regardless. I wouldn't care if it was my last leg. I mean, the world better hope not, but not had to prove nothing. With the scopes and everything, I'm not nobody's enemy. Nobody's. If anything, I was my own enemy. Now I forgave my mother. Love it. Y'all use the word love, so I use that. Love her more than you can imagine. Okay? I forgave both my magnificent, wonderful, beautiful wives. I forgave myself first. All right? For those who are into the nocturnalness, the darkness of forgiveness, the abode of it. I forgave the trespasses of many. I forgave my actions that went against some. I forgave this morbid, mortal time. I've forgiven y'all for your ignorance. Because I had to. But don't get attached to any one word. You can substitute Christ for presence, right? Presence with an ENCA. If that is more meaningful to you, that is. Now, Christ is your God essence, or the self, the Delph, right? As it is sometimes called in the East. Well, we're going to stay away from that. The only difference between Christ and presence is that Christ refers to your indwelling divinity, regardless of whether you are conscious of it or not. Whereas presence means your awakened divinity or God essence. It means you have tapped into that character they want to say is sublime, and you know it's hidden from you. Things that we the ancestors played with and manipulated when it had not need no manipulation, and those who were not part of that decided to use that against everybody, and it had to bring destruction. You know, the Republic, rebellion, blah, blah, blah. I'm having a hard time breathing, y'all, because my back is tight. I don't have no sisters here to cater onto my backs and nerves and walk on me George Jefferson like, whatever, but it's all right. I'm never saying, unless I say something's a fact, and it's only because it's skewed to something. But no, I didn't want to read everything. I just wanted to read little particulars. Y'all are still easily manipulated. The frequencies, I feel them all the time. Sometimes I hear things in my head that is not for me, so I know it's something going over and it's filling everybody's heads. Some could play it, some could look at it, some people use it, and some people, you know, don't know, and so forth. And Millennial, again, thank you for the donation, honey. I'm gonna read this little article because some people asked me about it. And that's all the people talking about it. I think it's taken out of context, but within context, because if you remember, the 60s and the riots in the 70s, right? How the National Guard was utilized because people were killing a lot of cops and a lot of bad light-skinned people who were racist, and the government was behind it, both parties. And so they had to bring the National Guard in, and they were subjugated melanated cities with the light-skins, and they didn't work out too well for them either. And they would use dark folks in some of those, well, not a lot of times, but they would mishmash because they need them over there infill dying, because history had to die, you know what I mean? If you research this stuff, you'll see that. And if you're talking with your family, you'll realize that. But I've already stated, against us, the government is a terrorist organization. Does it mean everybody within the government? No. We already talk about those who call themselves Jews and are not, but the synagogue of Satan, right? We use that narrative. The most vile creatures, custodians, the Zionists. And a lot of people want to be like the custodians that work with them. So they'll do the most horrendous things because this is a new league. This is a new ledge. Let's say I'm just hitting on a small percentage of correct. And then the rest of it's just made up. Do the research and see what you find, okay? I gotta check my back tire. It said I had a little slow leak or something. I don't know how. Anyway. I want to read this because everybody's up in arms about this. And I have the PDF. I downloaded it. I had to move it, though. I think I might have downloaded it again by accident. Okay, I got a breath. So let's go into my notes, right? Let's go into documents, internal storage. All right, let me show you. Let's go into, documents, internal. internal storage. You can't see it, I know the light sucks. And bada boom, bada bing. You see that? You see that? Okay. I've been reading this on and off for today. I read more of it, but I've been reading it off on this other guy's platform. It all up there. He wants to pay for it because I can't put all that information up on mine. And this is the DOD manual, the 524001. The military has always had the capability of squashing or quelling radical organizations, y'all, and have always been allowed to use lethal force to protect the institution. You know, what's funny is you still have these, see, if you read it, and I can read a lot to you if you want. I come back and read some a little later, because I want to take care of my bad guys. And then I want to go swing the pickaxe and see what I can get up. You know what I'm saying? But they always, you gotta remember who's in charge, the DOD and all that. You gotta remember that who's creating this thing of war and what they're doing. This is not downplaying discrepancies, because you gotta remember there's a lot of agent stuff who are just terminating, removing themselves, you know, because they don't want to be part of this. You know, they know what's going to happen, regardless. Or it's all in that. It's supposed to be about the First Amendment, this, that, Constitution, protecting U.S. Citizens or whatever you want to profess or claim. But it's mostly supposed to be about foreign enemies, blah, 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 blah. You know, I would advise y'all, sit down and start right here at your table of contents. Look for what you're looking for, but if you are capable to actually start reading right there, start, my eyes are watering my backstory, y'all. Start right at Section 1, General Issuance Information. When you get with that, then you go down to Section 2, Responsibilities, Section 3, Procedures. I just got through reading the last part of that, Procedure 2, Collection of USPI, as far as what could be applied to international collections, USPI, which you don't see them really doing, dismissing like Trump did and all that kind of stuff, whatever, right? And I got down to general criteria governing the means used to collect the USPI, and I was rounding there, retention of USPI, this, that, and other. Look up what it means as far as the acronym, whatever, if you want to. And I said, let me jump down a little bit. I mean, you have a table of contents, and you can see what, you know, people are talking. I went to enhanced safeguards and a few other things. And I decided to go to procedure for the dissemination of USPI, and I also had to continue with the maintenance and disposition of information and the signals, the signet of intelligence. Because all is supposed to be for information gathering and this and another. So they're not really supposed to be spying on you, and they're already doing it. Hell, who do you think sold all your information? Here, Canada, and all that. Am I saying that's the... I'm just... What I'm expressing is... Don't get caught up and carried away and start this, that, and other. We don't have to do that. I'm not a citizen nor a fucking national, all this goofy stuff. It's my ancestral land. I don't give a damn what the little fake world they're running around in. I know a lot of you are listening to these perverted things called rabbis. How many of y'all have read the Talmuds? Both of them, all of them. In the Talmud, it even tells you they're from Yaphet. But they still have these little idiots, Goyim and all this messed up language they use, talking about Gog and Magog, this war, the destruction. How many of y'all have read the Talmuds? I know some of you will say, I have. No, you haven't. I can sit here right now and start asking you questions. I can guarantee you haven't read it. Nor with complicity do you understand it. I can guarantee it. The problem of the world are these Gujars. No, some will say, well, Ray, 1954 is when Hindustan became India. It was never called India before that. That was further by them, Gujars, the heads. No, there's a lot of Hindu brothers who are Shemitic. Not the ones you think. We were everywhere. Don't get it twisted. And there are those who know their genealogy in those lands. So I'm not cursing anyone. If I was doing that, I'd be working with about 30 ladies who got you thinking they are of the night. And I'd be causing some things to happen. I'm not here for that. I know some Hindu brothers who are straight up like some Eritrean and some Ethiopian are bloodline. Not all of them. No, not all. It's like you have all these Europeans call themselves American here, but they're supposed to be Welsh, Scottish, Celtic, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm running around saying, I'm Celtic American, I'm Alaskan American, I'm Welsh American. No, they had to do this. No, I ain't talking about Alaskan folk. I'm talking about these in hospice, the ones that created the first, well, one of the first statuses in Hindustan, classes. Eunuchs and the untouchables, blow, you know what I mean? It's bad blood individuals, very bad blood. When you get right from leprosy and this, that, and the other, doesn't mean that you're right here. You can walk around, prolificate, you can look like normal and everything. But in secret, when you're with your numbers and you move in a mass, that's undividable. When they conspire and they can easily get simple-minded individuals like monkeys like Usher and all these rappers and all these dummies to play a role. And then show them all that old technology and look at all the stuff they're building underground. They built cities again. Way underground. Way out there for certain ones. And y'all are still bickering about working. This, that, and the other. Worried about deadly force. It's well known many children are taken to military industrial complexes that are well underground on islands. Some are trained and whatever else they do, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, right? And there's a lot of truth. These things happen. For the minuscule monkeys up here to get their little stars on the Walk of Fame. Yeah, let us trod with dog poo and urine all over the stars of these names. But y'all don't get it, though. Because y'all play a part. Worshiping and idolizing these monkeys. And then when people come along and tell you the truth, Roseanne Barr and all these individuals, y'all just want to shun them. You want to listen to that Negro who's talking about, I walked the red path and I did this and that, and you want to like on that because that's got you right where you are because you followed them for a handful of years. I told you, don't worship and don't idolize me. Don't you ever. If I see you, I'll strike you down. Say the enemy of the state. First of all, the state don't exist. When you read this stuff, right, you're going to see the funny talk. You're going to hear repetitive stuff. You're going to see repetitive stuff. And if you don't pay attention to what you read, you'll get lost. You have to read with diligence, highlight, mark, whatever it is, pen, if you go, it depends on what you're going to be reading it on, and making notes. Pay attention. And you can download it and print it out. Right? I can take this library and print every one of these out. Have a little stack of papers here and read all the garbage. They're telling you protection of the United States. They don't. Once did I say America? So it's a foreign entity, right? The Default Crown, Vatican, right? I bet you thought I wasn't going to go somewhere with it, right? Anybody think that something that's against you, you ain't supposed to be against it, that means control. And if they was to use any of these people in the military, that means that people in the military become complete imbeciles and idiots. Which a lot of y'all see a lot of foreigners in the military, and they're not talking about it, not even the media. Oh, there's a lot. Oh, my goodness. Some would say always have been. Okay. Yeah. And I know many. They're not foreigners, it's earth. But you have some now who don't like you. They make room, condition. You gotta remember Kamala Harris's mother was Irish, and he's an Irish Hindu who's a Marxist, who taught her, just like Obama's nanny was a transsexual, transgender, whatever you want to call it, right? You don't see the game being played because you got dumb pale skins led by enemy to make sure they stay that way. And dumb Negroes and gangs and all the other dumb stuff, BD, baseball, seed, crip, blah, 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 right? Running around, playing their role. A whole bunch of Suge Knights, as I call them. You know, you get up with them and you have no problem tattooing their teeth, right? I'm not advocating violence, I'm just speaking in a way. I have this notion, or I think, Rolodex of things, that some of you don't know the first thing about freedom, nor do you want it. I'm not asking you to prove me wrong. There's probably some of you I wouldn't even want you to come here. Honestly. It sounds rough, right? But I'm being dead serious. Go ahead and read the Department of Defense, okay? Just take your time, and they gonna kill you. Just take about an hour, 2 hours, because some of y'all do that. You're just like, you're too cheap to share $1.50. Pathetic. DOD manual 524001. People are upset. 5240, 5240. 0.01. Be careful of what you look at. Okay. All right. Hey, it's Jamil. What's good? Y'all just pop back up. What's up, beloved? Benji, what's going on? Indigo Turtle. Driving to the mountains for work and we'll lose. Yeah, that's all right, huh? Do your thing. Delusions, I got you, beloved. Indigo Turtle. All right, so everybody always. Well, one thing in the military I can say, even though I was always reading from elementary, like one thing in the military, like when you go, I'm using it as an example. I can say nursing college or whatever. I can say whatever. Whole Foods, manager, whatever, you know, ordering stuff, doing inventory with the youngins, make sure they do it right, you know what I'm saying? You have to read everything. You have to take it upon yourself to read everything. You can't sit there and allow somebody else to read it and decipher it for you. That's where we get into these problems, right? Okay? Just like the church. Everybody let these worthless ass pastors tell you all their life story and a whole lot of boo-ha-ha, and they use little excerpts from the Bible to make you feel good about the bad that you've committed to because you don't know better about the good you are. So they play you, and then they go pass the basket around, and they're not even Levitical of a lot, and they're not even Levitical to be able to collecting a tithe because they lie about the tithe when it has nothing to do with fiat, but the earnings of the whole tribe, the whole nation, and they share together. That's how we was able to feed the world during the starving times before the calamity, the fall of our society. I mean, we owned up until 1942 to 50. We owned over 20 to 42 million acres of farmland, more than anybody. Now they have this perversion, Bill Gates, inoculated by the WHO and the wind, allowed by this government to do what it's doing. Because if this government was really about you, that wouldn't be happening, nor would fluoride, to which most countries are pushed out of their water systems. So it shows you that this government, and whoever wrote this, it's playing you, and that's why I said it's important to read the Code and the Dead, to know the people who are in charge, who take a fake oath to make sure that you're further effed up. Enemies of the state, enemies of your land, enemies of you, enemies of the world, and yet y'all all fighting each other looking like imbeciles. We got people who are mentally incapable of rationale and reason, but want to ask questions. Stand there and look at people like they're specifically stupid, trained to be stupid, and can't even see something that's better because there's no progression in them, no progress. Oh my God. I got the back brace on, right? Then they believe, again, believe. I was eating that popcorn. That they know what they're doing. You ever ask somebody ask a question, you give them an answer, and they ask another question on top of a question? That means they never had a question in the first place. And they stand there looking in front of you looking pretty goddamn stupid. So you make it relevant to them to show, hey, look, it's your benefit, but they're too dumb to know what a benefit is. All right, I'm gonna get off of here and go on medicate my back. Hold on right quick. Let me put this on charge. Oh, shit. Oh, it wasn't what I was shooting. I don't see nothing, bro. It looks like that. Looks like it's all right. I think it was given up. I don't read this stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna check it though. I'm gonna see what the computer says, and I'm gonna take a look at it real quick. Man, it takes breath away, bro. God damn it! Excuse my language. Excuse my language, guys. I ain't mean. Anyway, I said it. God damn it! Shit hurt. Fuck that. Turkey, yeah, get some more lunch meat. Need some more mayonnaise. Yeah, that too. The avocado, not that Hellman's and all that got all that stuff got soy in it. Boy, that's some messed up. The mustard shit going out too. Oh, the mustard is both of them. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we need to go on. We need to make a run. Baby, hey, mama. I know. I'm sitting here looking like I'm straight out of Jersey. Excuse me, y'all. So sitting in the shade because the light, you know, the refraction and everything. Cool. Boy, it got cool this morning. Holy I love it though. We gotta get that hot tent, set it up because this has a tarp over it. If y'all see it, and the air just blows right through. Even though we have the heater and everything in there, and we're warm. I mean, don't get it twisted. Come on. But as I was saying. They say you have to, well, you have to want, right? Want for better? I don't think people want for better. I think people are complicit. They like the state they're in. I think some of you are looking now, and you're looking around, and you're going, man, I never really looked at this. I never really paid attention. I never really saw it. And I never really, and you start to say, wow. And then some of you are going afraid, like, I don't want to live out of tent. You don't even want to build your walls. You don't want to build the roof. Where you have a beautiful one, magnificent one that's poisoning 24/7. You have no control because you're not doing anything to establish control. How many of y'all have changed your status? No, all of you sit there and go, no. You change your tires, you change your gas, right? Hell, you even changed the brand of eggs, so you don't like the last one. Hell, how many of y'all bought that chicken? All them chickens that was fucking people up, listeria. It seems to be the go-to, right? They want to get rid of you. How many of y'all looked at how many people died of it every month? The enemy is doing their thing. And you become your own worst enemy because you choose not to do nothing to stand up or to stand up against it, or to move in a way where you say, okay, well, they're going to do their thing. I'm going to do my thing over there just to stay away from that shit. Unless they convene on me. Excuse my language. I really got to tighten up. I didn't have to say that. But anyway, cursing or not cursing doesn't mean you're a man or not. Okay? So be mindful, all women. All right? So be mindful of that. I don't like talking politics. I just like, people ask me a question. People post stuff, and I'm like, nobody's reading anything. Everyone's regurgitating something. I said it, right? But it's always been the case. The reason why I'm saying I'm a veteran, right? Hey, when you was in, right? Everybody knew that there could be a time that you might have to use lethal force, right? Right here. We all know this. It's you guys, man. And then they put something out there. Somebody says something on YouTube. You need to pay attention. There's a lot of agents on YouTube. I don't care how long you've been following. I follow individuals to see the game. Don't think because I'm following Guns and Ammo and Black Scout and this, that, and all. No, I'm following so I can see the game. I can look at them. I just see things. I see things. I see. I can just see things. Meant for me to see. So I keep watching. And I enjoy it. Yet, a lot of you really don't want better. Some of you, I guarantee y'all said, well, when I die, I die. Well, you ain't going to die happy. You ain't going to die. You don't even have a clue. I don't want to say nothing to make, I ain't going to make nothing up either. I'm just going to let it be. Oh, y'all better get it together. You better stop. You don't know nothing, so I don't even have to say nothing. Okay? I think it was good enough when you was telling us we were the Indians. I think it was good enough when you was letting us know we were the true Atlanteans. Oh, man, it goes back beyond that. Y'all have no idea, boy. And it seems like more and more, the more I talk, the more and more I see stuff coming out, right? I've been doing, I say this for a long time. It's like, you know, I remember one time, and Bill, I was over in Randville, and I was talking to Bill before I ended up going there, because they was like, we can't have over in the main building, because I was fighting teachers, I was telling liars, math ain't that, I like math, you know. And I said, Bill, you a Jew? He's like, yeah. And I remember saying to him, why is everything a lie? He says, you coming over here? I says, yeah, if I get another fight with one of the teachers. He says, you know, James, you can't be beating up on the teachers. They keep lying to people I know. And you know the first thing out of his mouth, and I knew he was groomed in this, you can't save everyone. I wasn't trying to save shit. It was just me differentiating between what is right and what is wrong. Y'all get that? What is right and what is wrong? Who am I to say? I'm no different from y'all, well, to a degree. I have my smoothie. I thought I rinsed this off good enough. The smoothie was good. Ooh, that smoothie was good. Just a banana and blueberry smoothie with a couple of eggs this AM. Trying to get some energy in me. You know? It's clean. I just gotta get this stuff out of here. Excuse me. And I know some people feel like, nah, you're just trying to get... Nah, I'm not trying to do nothing. If you're thinking that, that means it's already in your head. I ain't got to try and make you do anything. I'm just beating you in the head with some information that you should be privy to. And you should question everything. And some of you don't even question your own self, your own existence. your own relations, your own walk, your own anything. You just move along the world they gave you as if that's the way it's supposed to be. And no one can tell you different, yet they told you and designed you exactly the way you are. Prove me wrong. I always say prove me wrong. You know what I mean? Prove me wrong. I like a good challenge and also like responsive individuals that'll really look at something. Like I said, I don't know everything. Far from it. Don't want to. I don't want to know shit, bro. I ain't talking about zap a light and I forget. It wouldn't work on me anyway. Don't come putting lights and this, that, trying to give me a heart attack. You know, tried that a couple times. But some of you just ain't gonna get it, man. You're just gonna live in the fantasies. So, because what you become is a fantasy. I'm not talking about a good dream either, a good fantasy. We're just talking about you've ostracized yourselves. And you think this long walk getting here, that it's supposed to be an easy act to get back? It's like, who are some of you? Well, whoever you are, we don't need you here. We just want real solid people. We want people who are really going to be about something, who are willing to learn, share what they have, you know, information, knowledge, and to grow together. No, you know how they say Planet Fitness, judge-free zone? Like that. We don't want the cowards. It's the last thing we need. Y'all are a hindrance. If you think you're going to come here and betray something? They got a bunch of horses and dogs buried back there, you know. They like to set up and watch for practice, you know, with them big old scopes and stuff. When they ain't supposed to be doing that. What, the key? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? People don't get this, man. I'm not saying I got the answer. God damn, my back. I'm not saying I got the answer to everything. Don't get it. And I tune in randomly, but I can never figure out what you're talking about. Then why the fuck are you here? Get the fuck out of here. Just get the fuck out of here. Stay the fuck out of here. Stay the fuck gone. Excuse my language off, because I don't, these idiots, and even if a machine tried to talk, you know what I'm saying? It's not for them. Excuse me. Get the fuck. Max V, what's going on, beloved? I got finished sun gazing. That's what's up, baby. No lie, Detective Jamil. Thank you, brother. It's not meant for you to get it, monkey. Some monkeys ain't meant to get anything. You're supposed to be at the zoo where I can watch you. I just got down to my last 2 eucalyptus leaves. Tea. So I gotta get green tea, eucalyptus leaves. Oh man. I gotta get some more chaga root, because they don't have no what you call birch trees around here to go and climb and cut the black nodules and, you know. But I expect y'all to do better at making better decisions, because no one can make decisions for you. I can't say, look, I'm gonna make a decision. You do this, and this is what I can promise. I ain't doing that. I can tell you that if we work together, it's guaranteed that we're gonna be prosperous. Some people just want to eat the garbage, want to stay poisoned. Let's just say hypothetically, right, that none of the food was poisoned, right? That was like a placebo effect. Yeah, okay, right? Let's just say that. That means that they did their job well, right? Yet, y'all all know that the food is not what it was because a lot of y'all were born in the 60s, early 60s, okay? And some 70s and 80s. And you still know what an apple smells like. An apple tree, pomegranate, sitting in, in the farmer's market, and you can smell it over everything. It's sweet, like iridescence. You walk around now, and you be like, you walk right by the pomegranate, you can't even smell it. You think, this stuff hasn't always been situated, hey, baby, to, you know what I'm saying, to be done. They always knew what they were going to do when they were doing it. Y'all were just so comfortable. Just like right now, you're comfortable in the little world you exist in. You'll do the best you can with what you have, but is it really the best? No, it's you being lazy. Oh, he's gonna start smacking us upside the head. I've been smacking him upside the head every time I come on. It's not about mean, violence, cursing, and all that. It's unnecessary. I'm establishing the concord with you. Like, I knew y'all come and see me. Well, where's your mom at? Where's she at? Where is your mama, baby? You are never without your mama. When you came over here by me, where's your mama? Where's your mama at, baby? Oh, there she goes. Hey. Yes, there's your mama. Where's your brother at? Yeah, we don't have no more. Well, we got some bread in there, but I'm gonna give you that bread. Oh, you got a seed? You got a seed? Anyway, my apologies. I can't help it. Yes. Anyway, she's there. Now I'm always had a head just to think about some things. Like I said, I'm not here for everybody. I'm not here to stop nothing. Someone say, well, you know, it's no because you couldn't. Okay. Whatever. I'm not here to stop a damn thing. I'm here to stop y'all from being slothful, lazy, pathetic, cowardly, afraid to take risks and chances. Because that means if you're not willing to do that, you'll become exactly what they needed you to become. I'm not attempting to say the magic words that make you just jump up and run. No, I can give a fuck less. Some people got stuff and they don't want nobody there because they're still holding on to demons that are fake. They can't free their goddamn self. God, I said, God dang. You like the popcorn, baby? Here goes another piece right here, Papa. Here, Mama. I think that's Poppy, right? Here goes another piece right here. Geez, it's a little smaller. I ain't trying to blow it right back. You'll find it. And individuals, people don't like to be broached upon. They're given this form of correction. I think that's pretty lame. Don't you? I appreciate all those still sending the condolences for John Amos. He lived his life. He's gone. Uncle John is gone. I appreciate it though. But he's gone. And one day you'll be gone and everybody look back, what did you leave? Well, he refused to do what they wanted him to do for good times. So they killed him off. You see, that's what they do. They kill you off when you don't want to partake in the parties and this, that, and other. Then he got into making certain movies, and he almost bit the bullet, you know, the apple, with those characters, Eddie and Red and all those guys. But you see how they broke him, and most people know that Red Fox broke himself because he knew what was going on, but he wanted to spin it the way he wanted to. And even Red Fox had an issue with the black thing, and then he used it for his comedy, and they pushed it with the brown paper bag and all that. Yet people will look at that stuff and think it to be truth, but they won't pay attention to what the truth is because they don't know how to even exist in the truth. What is truth? Hey, Lucy Rose, what's going on, Mama? How you doing? What is the truth? The truth is, in a lot of y'all, they've accelerated your aging. The truth, in a lot of y'all, they've never really truly been tested. You never really put your all into anything. I can say that because I did. Someone say, well, you know, well, those who play sports did that. I'm talking about a whole different thing. Hell, some of the things I saw. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had to pull them out. I just left them on the side. That's that good stuff. Oh, you had to get, okay, roger that. I got to wear my car hot pants and stuff. Get them out. But I'm going to use those for building the building. Over here is going to be shorts or some old raggedy gym pants. A lot of you haven't really been tested. Someone say, oh, but you just fortunate you did that because, oh, no, man. I didn't do that because I wanted to do it. I did it because I felt like I should, because I was capable. Just because you're capable of something don't mean you're supposed to do it. I mean, we can all be porn stars. That don't mean we're supposed to do it, right? Excuse my language. I'm just saying. No, we shouldn't. And those who do it, kudos, magnificent. I mean, sex is a beautiful thing, you know. Mary and John, not Adam and Steve and Sue and Tammy. No, it was never meant to be that way. And yes, I'll always be against it. So that's where you're at, and you can go. You don't want to exist anymore anyway. You knew what I knew. But you don't know what I know. So be at whatever it is you at. No hate here. You guys keep being your own worst perversions, y'all. Your own worst versions. It's all twisted, but it's been that way forever and a day. But this is not what the conversation is about. We're not here to think we have a solemn answer about what is. Put that thought away, Luce. It don't mean nothing. Problem is nobody's attempting to change anything, especially in themselves. That way of thinking is not good. It's not equitable. And we have a lot of problem with a lot of our beloved sisters. It's not for you to determine to say that because that's not a healing factor. It's like saying, well, it's been that way. No, it hasn't. Not forever in a day. It's only in a moment it's been that way. Okay? Don't ever say that. Don't ever do that. Because that means you're facilitating the lie, hon. Don't do that, ever. You heard me talk about this extensively. All this crap is fairly new. You know what I mean? We got to look at things differently. And the moment we start looking at things differently, loved ones, is when we start acting upon it differently. You know? It's when we start making better choices, you know? I think my car hearts might be in there. Let's see my sweats. Yet, we're supposed to be the decision makers. But you know, making decisions is nurtured. I mean, it's supposed to be natural, right? But if you weren't nurtured and somebody always made the decisions for you. I've watched babies. I like breastfeeding, right? Like see, I like to see women who breastfeed their babies, right? Because it shows that they're nurturing their babies based on their diet. Hopefully they're not drinking too much of the PFAS and stuff because it's messing them up. But the baby will take control. They will grab their roller, or they will get on it because they know that it's really good for them. That's taking control. And they'll, hey, because it's time. There's no clock you can set for them. You just got to make sure that you take care of that diaper. You know how that diaper, boy, hey, listen here, right? The babies intuitively have control. Then they come into this world around us. And we just give up all the control. What is that saying about convenience and comfort? Not saying comfort is a bad thing. Obviously, it's a good thing. What's real comfort? I saw this lady breastfeeding the 2 babies, right? Twins. And the one little boy was done over here and came over and kissed the woman on her right boobie. I said, see, that's the problem. See, that's the sickness. Somebody say, but that's because he's happy because he's got the udder. That is no. She is supposed to go up. And daddy kisses. You drink. Daddy kiss. You drink. See, it's a big difference. But we live in a backwards time. Look at it. Goodness gracious. I thought it was a game and a joke about 25 years ago when they said there were women who are paid by these millionaire, whatever, for these, whatever they call it, sacrificing, right? You know what I'm saying? I come to find out it's real. When I met that guy who had his own business over there in Silicon Valley, and me and him we talked all the time when I was over in Page, when I go visit him, managing Walmart, right? And you remember he went to this party where he didn't want to go to the blue, purple, you know what I'm saying, down in this mansion. Millionaire. Multi. And we was outside, he's having a cigarette, and he says, you know, and he says, I thought that was all a game, but it's real. There are women who birth babies in, but you sacrifices. What you telling me that for? I don't need to hear all that, man. I don't doubt it, but I don't need, you know. He says it always bothered him. People have no idea about what these individuals have done on our soil. And you all saw that video of that dude in Haiti? They burned up the adversary and he's sitting there peeling his calf. You know what I mean? That the Ethiopians learned that they could eat raw meat, so that way the Germans wouldn't find them cooking food, and they could find the Germans cooking food, the new Germans, after they defeated the original people of Germany, right? And they could find them based on the smoke, and they would be able to deal a blow to them, as they did. Because they realized when they cooked the meat, the Germans always found them and annihilated them. They learned that from the people that they almost the Jews were in Germany at the time were doing this. Got the people all doing this nonsense. That's why Hitler wanted them out. Anyway, they learned that, the Robians and stuff like that. Almost exterminated them, well, certain tribes or clans. For no other reason, other than just conquering and killing and murdering and maiming. You know, that's what they're about. Now they got the nukes, right? So that's all they talk. We're going to nuke everybody. We're going to nuke everybody. And they still eat raw meat over there. That is not what we do. That is not who we are. Like them little Mexicans cutting the people up, taking a piece of their liver and their lung. Come on, man. I don't want to talk about it, but it's something real, you know. Before the guy even dead, you know, cutting the shit and eating it. Not Some people say, well, that's drugs. No, man. That's that bad blood. I'm saying that in the dynamics of what you think blood is. Okay? They're not us. They're not of this soil. Right? Remember, they always encamped around us. But you have brothers in all the countries who are speaking on your behalf, your truth, your light, and they see the bigger picture. So never hate nobody around the world, y'all. Don't do that. Did you get the other popcorn? Huh? You like that? Skinny pop? Yeah? Oh, you got a seed. You found a seed? That was a rock. Hey, mama. Here, let's go get some more. Come on, let me get you some more. Stay right there. Stay right there. You know y'all can donate. I donate. I got a Cashapp, you know. It works just fine. Come here, guys. Come on. Oh, man, you had to get your galoshes, man. How come you ain't... Come on, man. Come on, man. We got to buy some galoshes, too, cuz. Come on, cuz. How dare you, cuz? How dare you, cuz? Man, you know you wrong, cuz. Man, I ain't got no galoshes. I ain't had no galoshes in a minute, cuz. Since I was on the res, at least. Since I was on the res. Man, I gotta get some galoshes, bro. That work boosts up the game. Can't get my whistle out. Here you go. You know, y'all done ate all the moths, man. Every time I turn around and find them with their belly gone. All right, down there getting water in there. Okay. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? No time. Yeah, no time to hate. This is unnecessary. I'm not saying y'all. I know some of y'all gonna go and you're gonna find the information, you're gonna see it. You're gonna be like, oh wow, okay. Red was right. That's not about being right. It's the fact that not everybody in the world hates you. Alright? Most of us hate ourselves. We don't need, some of us don't need nobody to hate us, you know. Sadly. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. See if I can swing a pickaxe. I don't wanna hurt my back. I got my back brace on. I'm gonna be barefoot. It's cool. The water's cold. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead and we need to get this done. Should have been done last Wednesday, but like I said, got cold and weather and wind and all crazy stuff. And then we gotta go up there and we gotta get all that cleared out again. And we gotta remove that wire. So we're supposed to have about 3 or 4 days of really, really hot weather, and the night's supposed to be around 55. Last night wasn't too bad. It was cold, but it dropped this morning like, whoa. It's supposed to be 44, but it got down to 30 again. And they were spraying like they're retarded, you know? They were spraying like they were seriously, well, you know they are retarded. But I'm gonna come back on and read. I got all the books right here. Well, I'm gonna put them where they won't blow away. In case the wind blows up, all right? You just had to pull out them galoshes, huh? Right? I had to say, look, I got the galoshes, y'all don't, cuz I'm gonna be walking and stomping around in the mud and everything. I saw them goddamn galoshes. I was like, man, I gotta get some galoshes, man. I need them, man. I gotta have them, man. But anyway, I gotta go ahead and dig out my Carhartts, my pants, and my hood, jackets, vests, and all that stuff. And I got a bunch of long johns. I got work gloves too. I gotta dig out. All right. And I didn't push. I just give you a little remembrance. That's all. Okay. But I appreciate all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really do. Now imagine if 20 of y'all donated 50 cents. Yep. I gotta go tomorrow and see if the books arrive. All right. Hopefully they do. Good. Hey guys, come here, babies. They're running back. No, they'll get it. It's right here, looking at me like I'm throwing a couple pieces. I was like, oh. I get up and they run off. Anyway, I took it, you guys. Y'all know everything. Y'all know what you need to know. And I appreciate y'all. We got some stuff to do, all right? So my beloved sisters, who I adore more than anything, my baby Snoop, my brothers, 2 and 1. Let me get it right. Let's protect them best we can. All right. I'm not gonna get into. I already done videos on it, so I'm not gonna get on to what's happening, why it's the way it is. Da da da. You all know it by now. Y'all see everything. All right. It's Sunday, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So anyway, it's first day of the week. A week. Even that's a made-up word. Anyway, made-up term. Anyway, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all in a few hours, hopefully. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's told me. Thank you. Oh, Slab City. Anyway, see you guys.